Well, it's gone and they're lost. It's been a rough couple of weeks. Let's get into it. Hey, it's John. Welcome back to Superior Conversions and Outdoors. Got three topics I want to cover today. And the first one is selling the trailer, losing my hard drives, and what's coming next for the channel here. So first up is the camper. Like I told you, it's not here anymore. I don't have it, and I sold it. I built that camper by hand. I put thousands of hours into building it, researching it, designing it, figuring out what products I wanted to use, what brands, what different types of materials, and all of this stuff. A lot of blood, sweat, tears, and memories were made in that camper with the building process and also just us enjoying it. But some real talk on that is I sold it because I needed money. But just because it was the right decision doesn't mean it was an easy one. I really miss that camper. I miss the memories that were made with it and walking in and just thinking about all the different trips and the campouts and the adventures that we had in there. I miss the freedom that it was to just hook it up to the truck or to the SUV, the family one, and be able to go somewhere, whether it was a night trip, a weekend trip, or even day trips. It just made it really easy. And now that we've been in here in California, there's so much to see and do, and we've been taking a lot of day trips because we just haven't had the finances to take a lot of overnight trips right now. And it's like, if I had the camper, this would be so much easier. So that's been something that I've been struggling with and working through, knowing that it was still a good decision to sell it, but I really miss it. Still doesn't make it any easier, especially in a new area where we've been doing a lot of exploring, and there's a lot of videos to come on what we have been doing out here, but not having that camper has added a little bit of a challenge that quite honestly, I wasn't ready for. I didn't think it would be that big of a deal, but it's turned out to be a little bit bigger deal than I thought, because took it for granted having it, and like I said before, the freedom to get up and go with it, and that was great to have. But the other thing, it's just hard to say bye to something that you've built. It was a lot of time, a lot of blood, sweat, tears, a lot of memories in there. When I started it, we were down in North Carolina, and the girls were, that was 3 years ago, we started it with the girls down there. So the memories of them being little in there and helping me and growing up with it was, that's the stuff that you can't get back. Sometimes the right decision still stings. And that's kind of where I'm at with it right now. And the reason I sold it was a couple of reasons, but honestly, we just needed some money. We are starting in a new spot out here in California, and I wasn't working for 8-9 months because I injured my back. So we had some bills and debt that piled up, and I knew a quick way to make some money was to sell the trailer, but that came with a hard decision for sure. And I absolutely missed that trailer. But what was cool was the sale of it went really well. I went to a guy who was out on the west coast of California, and since I have sold it to him, we have been in a lot of communication about ways that he wants to modify the trailer and things that he's been using it all the time. He does a lot of boondocking. He's getting out off grid, and he's like, hey, this is working really well. Here's some things I think we could tweak. You should tweak on this, maybe look at this. And without going too much into that, because we're kind of workshopping some stuff, I think there's going to be something exciting that's going to be happening with the individual further down the road, but maybe there'll be some videos on that later. But that was a bittersweet moment, watching that get connected up to somebody else's truck and leave the property. Here's a clip of it rolling out. As cool as it was definitely hard to see it go. He was super excited to have it, and I'm really glad that it went to somebody who's going to appreciate it and use it the way that I was using it, and even take it maybe the next step further of what he's going to do on there. But yeah, that was it was tough to see, but the sale went really well, and I'm excited for him and getting to use the camper. I'm excited for, well, for the family that I was able to sell it and kind of help our situation out in a little bit. And then on top of selling the trailer, I'm dealing with another loss, and this one hits even on a, and this hits on a deeper level, more of an emotional level. My hard drives. I have two 2 terabyte hard drives, and I can't find them. I'm holding out hope that somewhere in the move they got put away, put into a different bag, into a different tote somewhere. And when we finally get around to unpacking everything, I'll open a bin, grab in there, and I'll find that case with those 2 hard drives in there. But those hard drives contained videos and pictures from when I was in high school, my college, when my wife and I first got married, videos and pictures of the girls growing up. And it has all the footage of the camper build series, which I was wanting to make a series of, like, hey, you want to build a cargo camper? Start with this and get to here. And I wanted to put out a series, and I have lost all the footage of building that camper, with the exception of the videos that I've already posted on the YouTube channel. But when I edited those videos and put them on the hard drive, I took all of the raw footage and put those on the hard drive as well. So I don't even have that video file anymore that was uploaded to YouTube. So even trying to edit and pull stuff out of there is going to be a challenge. And the last year and a half, almost 2 years of filming videos for the channel, videos that I haven't got around to editing or uploading, I don't have those anymore. There's a lot of family trips, some solo trips. Like I said, the camper build series, some other little videos and things that I was working on. It's all gone. And I'm trying to be optimistic about it, because if I start thinking about it too much, I get really frustrated and upset. Just because of the memories that were on those hard drives. I mean, as much as you can recall in your head, but to not have those videos and not have the photos it's been tough. So this is where you guys can come in. Obviously, I don't want this to happen again to myself. I don't want it to happen to you. So drop a comment below. What are some systems that you have in place to prevent something like this from happening? Different backups. I mean, it's when you have only one physical copy of something, if you lose it, it's gone. And unfortunately, I think I have, but I'm not completely given up. I'm still holding on to the hope that it's going to turn up. And if it does, you'll be sure to know here, because you'll get to see some more videos. But yeah, between selling the camper and losing the hard drives, it's kind of been there's been some tough times in life here. I think I may have lost them on a train, honestly. I do remember that's the last place that I had them. I took a train from Redding, California, all the way to St. Paul, Minnesota. But I have all the videos of that, which that's going to be a video when I get around to editing it. But I remember having the hard drives on the train because I was doing some work, because I was on the train for 49 hours, I think, or something like that. So I was doing some work, trying to get some videos together. And then when I got back to Minnesota, we did a quick pack up, and then we came out here to California. And I just thought they were in my backpack, and when I got out here to start editing videos, I did not have them. So that's been a hard one to wrestle with and grapple, to hold on to, that they might be lost. So I'm holding out hope, and I just keep hoping and praying that they show up, and then we can make some more videos. All right, so we got the camper, we got the hard drives, and now it's time for what's next for Superior Conversions and Outdoors, the channel. Well, first off, I'm not done with the channel. I don't know if you've noticed, if you've been on here lately, we've finally hit the 1,000 subscriber mark. So thank you to each and every one of you that have subscribed, liked the video, shared, whatever it is, commented. I appreciate the support. It's really cool that the channel now has 1,000 subscribers, because now the channel is able to be monetized, which is kind of cool. Not that I'm only doing this for the profit, but if I can get some money and be able to put that back into the channel and do some different videos and adventures, that would be awesome, and that would be really cool. So excited about that. But the channel is not done. I've got a few videos that I'm working on that I'll post onto the channel. So I'd like to start a series on there about how to get started doing your own cargo trailer camper. It can be kind of overwhelming and daunting with the amount of information that's out there and trying to find the right trailer for you, or maybe you're looking at a van, or you're looking at some other type of a box truck, or whatever it is. Just some ideas to keep in mind about how to get started, how to get those ideas down on paper, and where to go from there. So I'd love to get something going with that. And in addition to what Superior Conversions and Outdoors is going to do, I have started another YouTube channel, and this one is called John Goes On. So the idea behind this one is I want to take some more of the adventures that I do, camping, hiking, exploring new areas, either by myself or with the family, and have more of a specific travel type channel and adventures, as opposed to with Superior Conversions and Outdoors. I really want to dive into the conversion side of construction, the process, the videos related to RVs, campers, vans, whatever it is, and then kind of pivot a little bit and have this other channel. So the link is down below for John Goes On. There's one video up there right now. I was at my buddy's ranch, so make sure you go check that one out. Subscribe to that channel. That would be awesome. Drop a few likes or a comment on there. Let me know what kind of content you want to see from that channel. And if you're new here to Superior Conversions and Outdoors, could I also encourage you to hit that subscribe button. Join the little group that we've got going here, and stick around to see what else is coming on there next. So even though I've had some hard times with Superior Conversions and Outdoors, getting rid of the camper, well, not getting rid of the camper, but selling the camper, losing the hard drives, and being in a whole new state, I'm excited about what's to come with this channel. I'm excited about what's to come with that other one, and I want to thank each and every one of you who have watched the video, liked the video, left a comment, shared the channel, whatever it is. All of that really means a lot to me, and I appreciate that. I'm excited to see where Superior Conversions and Outdoors will continue to go. I want to keep putting out videos on there, and I want to add some more videos to John Goes On. And lastly, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you who have followed along on this journey, who have subscribed, shared the videos, liked the videos, left comments, engaged with it, like on the Facebook page as well. All of that support really means a lot, and I appreciate that. So thank you for coming along for the build process of my camper, and I hope you guys will stick around as we continue to do more. Might even have some client builds coming up where I'm going to help some people out, and if I do, I will for sure share some of that on here as well. And just excited to see what else is coming up next. So thanks again for coming along, and we'll see you guys on the next adventure. Well, in case you're wondering where I'm at, I'm on the banks of the Sacramento River. I've been doing some cold plunging in the river as well. I'm not doing one right now, but I did do one earlier today. That water's pretty cold. It's generally about 50 degrees, plus or minus a few degrees, but it's pretty refreshing, to say the least, on some of these hot days that we've been having. But right over there, we've got the Sundial Bridge. It's pretty cool. It connects a couple of different walking parts across the river, but I've really enjoyed just coming down to the riverbank and doing some walking, doing some hiking, a lot of sitting, and just listening to the river go by. Oh, one other thing. Speaking of the Sacramento River, last week I got to go salmon fishing on the river, and I didn't catch one, but my buddy did. I mean, a monster king salmon, which our guide figured it was probably in the ocean like 2 or 3 days ago, which is crazy because we were up by Cottonwood, California, and they generally come in down in San Francisco in the Bay Area, which is probably 200 to 300 miles. So them fish are booking it upstream, coming up to spawn and lay their eggs. So that was an awesome day, and I've got a video to put together, and I'm not exactly sure if it's going to go on the Superior Conversions and Outdoors YouTube channel or John Goes On. because I think it would be a great one to put on there. John goes on the Sacramento River to catch a salmon. I don't know, workshopping some titles. But either way, make sure you're subscribed to both. Turn those bells on so you get notified, and stick around for that video. If you made it all the way to the end here, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Drop a comment. Let me know if you've done something stupid, like losing hard drives, or if you've made a right decision but you still regretted it. Let me know in the comments below.